In this video, we're going to be looking at 10 Buddy Holly songs that any beginner can learn to play on guitar. You can do this on acoustic or electric guitar. We're going to be looking at a mix of 3 and 4 chord songs, but there are going to be things in some of these songs that are actually much more high level than beginner. So we're going to be looking at how we can simplify those, but also play the advanced version too, so that no matter what level you're at, there'll be something to get from this video. The first song we're looking at is Peggy Sue. Here's a quick example of how that can be played.
If you knew Peggy Sue, then you know why I feel blue about Peggy Sue.
So the chords that we're using there are the A major chord, D major chord, and the E major chord. The only other chord that happens in the song is an F, which as a beginner you want to be using an F major 7, and this would be for the chorus. Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue, oh Peggy. That's the only time that happens, but if you're an intermediate player and you want to work on an F bar chord or use this way of playing an F, that's totally cool. That's what you should be doing. The strumming pattern that we're using there is dead simple, just downs and ups, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and any beginner should be able to learn that song absolutely fine. However, this song does have a guitar solo in it, which still just uses those chords. It actually just uses E, A and D, but it plays it in kind of breakneck fashion. Serious strumming techers there. So that's certainly something that a beginner wouldn't be expected to do, but it has literally the 3 easiest chords on guitar. So something to think about. The strumming pattern a song uses and when it changes absolutely matters just as much as the chord you're taking on when you're deciding on which songs are at your level and what you want to learn. Heartbeat, why do you miss when my baby kisses me? Heartbeat, why does a love kiss stay in my memory? There is a nice little riff. Quite beginner friendly, though, you know, we're going a little bit higher up the neck than the beginner friendly first 3 frets. It is a great one to learn. I have a full tutorial for that one on my YouTube channel, and 3 chords throughout the whole song apart from the final chord, which is an A6. Played like this, you can play it either with a bar first finger or just with all 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that does give us that signature ending. Dun, 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 dun. The next song we're going to take a look at is That'll Be the Day. This can be played with no capo and just the chords E, A and D major and very briefly a B7. So it's a 4 chord song. And this is where you might see people playing the riff in this fashion. And then doing the chords, that'll be the day, D and an A chord like that. But that's not actually how Buddy Holly played it. Buddy Holly played it with a capo at the 5th fret and kind of played it in the key of E major. So it was a kind of based on a blues in A in the open position. But here it's based on a blues in E. And then the riff based around an A major chord and an E major chord. Well, that'll be the day that you say goodbye. Yes, that'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. And the whole rest of the song is based around that, but we've got this blues shuffle riff. chord and the E chord. Very briefly, an F sharp chord, but you can even play an F sharp without the first finger, really. Day, well, I'll be blue, yeah, that'll be the day. But most of it played in that fashion. And of course, the capo at the 5th fret allows us to do the solo of that song as well. And then back to the blues shuffle, turning around like a 12-bar blues. The next song we're going to look at is Maybe Baby. A couple of ways we can play this. Let me give you a brief demonstration of how this song goes. Maybe baby, I'll have you. Maybe baby, you'll be true. Maybe baby, I'll have you for me. So, very similar to the other songs that we've looked at so far, but we have this F sharp minor chord. So we're in the key of A major here, and whenever we have that kind of 2nd fret bar, as a beginner, or a guitar teacher who wants to make this beginner friendly, I'm looking at putting my capo there so that the capo or capo is doing the work of that barring finger for us, and that F sharp will become an E minor, because that's kind of what that looks like, right? And then the other chords in the song just move down a whole step because we've moved it 2 frets. So they move round the note circle and they become G, C and D major rather than A, D and E, because that's how musical keys work and that's how a capo works. All of that knowledge is intermediate course stuff. I teach it really comprehensively in my intermediate course, but there's a shortcut to it. Just put your capo where your bar finger was and work it out from a bit of music theory. For example, 2, 3, 4. Maybe baby, I'll have you. Maybe baby, you'll be true. Maybe baby, I'll have you for me. Every day it's a getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. So this is Every Day by Buddy Holly. 3 chords for all that first section. I guess technically an A7 chord, if you know that one, playing an A7 rather than the A. But D, G and A, we're in the key of D major here. We do have other chords in this song that make this more at an intermediate level. Not only do we have the F bar chord a little later in this song, come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? That's an A sharp to an A major, so 6th fret bar chord, just moving that F chord all the way up to the 6th fret. So 1st fret, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and to the 5th fret. There's no way to avoid those bar chords, so that is more at an intermediate level for the full thing, but you can play that just with 3 easy chords, so I thought I'd include it on this list. But the remaining songs that I have, we're going to look at 5 more songs that just use 3 chords in the entire song, and I'm going to go through these quite quickly. I will leave links to chord sheets to all of these and lyrics in the description below. There'll be a more complete page on my website, andyguitar.co.uk, where you can also find hundreds, like over 700 song tutorials now, and you can filter by just the chords that you know just by checking out the Andy Guitar website and going to the songs search page. Well, the little things you say and do make me want to be with you. Rave on, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got me really when you say I love you, rave on. Hold me close and tell me how you feel. Tell me love is real. it's gonna be. You're gonna give your love to me. So just to pause on this one for 1 second, because we did this in my Rolling Stones songs with 3 chords. It was a Rolling Stones cover of a Buddy Holly song, and this was the original. But they're played very differently. The Rolling Stones one has a more traditional Bo Diddley rhythm, as we call it, and this one shakes it up a little bit. It's quite hard to play. Doing a cool thing here that we can do anytime we go from the E major to A major chord, which is just play an A chord like this. Play an A chord with fingers 2, 3 and 4. Moving to an E like that. We normally don't encourage that if we're going to the D chord, because it's kind of a really big change. But it's certainly one to know about, and that is of course how we'd actually get to play bar chords. So even just doing a little beginner friendly riff. You can actually train your bar chord fingers, because you'll need those to play bar chords a little later on at an intermediate level. Just a couple more left now, and this one is Oh Boy, again just with the E, A and D major chords. Oh my love, oh my kisser, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me. So I hope you've enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments below any other artists that you want me to do a similar kind of video on, any songs you think you might have missed. Which is your favourite Buddy Holly song? Give this video a like, share it with your friends, and I hope to see you in another video which you can watch right now.